ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। हरि ओम। We are studying this sutra number 74. Narada Ji says, those who are following this bhakti marga, particularly vado navalambyaha, vada should not be resorted to. One should not enter into this kind of vada. See, if you see the definition of vada, generally what is said is vadaha tattva nirnaya phalaha. The true vada discussion is that where a conclusive understanding of truth is reached, then that's called vada. But generally, what people think vada, only arguments. One thing is called discussion and other is called argument. In discussion, the aim is to find out what is truth. What is right, what is truth. In argument, who is right? Who won the argument? This is a difference. So what we should have is a vada. Where discussion is there, we want to understand what the truth is. You may be having different views, that's all right. But should be honesty to find out what the truth is. Tattva nirnaya phala. But when here it is said vado navalambyaha means the argument type of things, that should be avoided. Again, when we have discussion on any particular point, then there should be some valid means based on which your arguments also should be there, discussion should be there. There is nothing. Praman is not there, evidence not there, experience not there, just loud speaking is there. And one type of vada, it is said, when person see that he is losing and he has no argument at all, so it is shesham kopena purayet. But whatever remaining is only fill it up with anger, that's all. Start shouting loudly and all that. That doesn't prove anything. Why are you shouting? So, Narada says, vado navalambya means which vada? Where it is argumentative type. Where there is no desire to really understand what the truth is, and there is no real pramana for anything, only tarka, logika. By that, if you just go on and on and on, even in Upanishad says, Naisha tarkena matirapaneya. Even only by dry logic, only based on tarka, you cannot get this knowledge. So this is vado navalambyaha. Now understand what is vadaha. There are so many points are there, and so when we study different texts and all that, we will understand more also. But here what is the relevant only I am talking about. No avalambya. Immediately somebody will argue, why not? Why not? He says, because next sutra he says, bahulyavakashatvat अनियतत्वाच्च. हाँ, see, bahulya avakasha. Bahulya avakash means what? There is a chance. Avakash means possibility, scope, chance. Chance of what? Bahulya, bahulta. Different views, different divergent views, just the opposite of each other. Completely opposite. Because different people, according to that training, they will go on talking about that. And ultimately, aniyatattvacha, and inconclusive in the end. I must read one paragraph, what Swamiji has said. I don't know because all of you read or not. 1, 2, 3, third. In the same way, the physicist today says that the world of matter is all the play of the positive and the negative electrical charges. The biologist claims it is nothing but evolution. The astronomers and astrologers call this the dance play of the planets. And according to geologists, the sun is the only essence, for they say a portion of it fell down, cooled off and became the earth. This is the nature of all arguments. Each aspect is right, but the separate investigations, while arriving at particular truth, do not express the totality of truth. You will hold on to one particular type and all that. Like the Swami only gave that example famous. Some blind people want to see the elephant. And if only each person is holding on to one limb of the elephant and says something, so he may be right from his own standpoint, but the total picture will be so caricature of that elephant, you cannot imagine what that elephant will be. He will cry. So they will say from one standpoint, other standpoint, and about everything is like that only. What arguments are giving? And this is about the world of matters and here and on that. Now in the devotional thing, scriptural, spiritual, the divergent views that are there, bahulya avakash and anyatattvat. Anyatattvat means inconclusive. There is no certainty of anything. In one of the Kathopanishad and one of the Bhashyas, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, if a very intelligent Tarkic establishes something, the more intelligent person will come and then he will refute that and establish something else. Then another person comes, still brilliant. He will deny this and refute that, and again where is the end? Nahi kutarkasya nishtha vidyate kvachit. That is his stand. Kutarka has no nishtha. Fallacious logic, because there is no proper hetu, there is no proper drishtanta. The prasidhya itself is not proper. All that what it just goes on and all that. And then seemingly somebody tells a very argument proper like that. It sounds like that, but there is nothing. Only words. That's why even in Bhakti Marga what they say, that you have a guru and then what he tells you, just follow then that. If so many things, if you go on reading, learning on your own and all that, there will be so much problem. So have Shraddha, Nishtha at some place and then just follow that. Now what happens is, people take some mantra from someone, then they suddenly read or hear, nowadays this mantra is more powerful upon all that. I also get such emails, of course. Email or earlier they used to meet and all that. Can I change the mantra? Can I change my Ishta? Can I change my Guru? Can I? Anyway, you are going to do whatever you want to do. But why this confusion? That for so many years, that person is doing one particular thing. Suddenly he feels, no, this is not correct. So that God has become powerless. No, another God you want. No Shraddha, no Nishtha. You then reach nowhere. Bahulya avakashatvat. Avakasha means accommodation. Accommodation. Space. Room. Chance. Possibility. All these are there for divergent views. Therefore, Tulsidas ji said very nicely, Bhagati Pacha Hatha Nahi Satatai. What Bhakti Paksha, whatever you have taken for your sadhana, you remain steadfast in that, but no fanaticism. Don't try to refute this, don't say that is wrong, that is you follow, you should have your nishtha with that. Then you will reach out Bhagavad, Kripa also will be there. But when he said Vado Navalambhya, so somebody saying, oh, that means we should not think at all. We should not study, we should not think, we should not question. He said, that is not said. Then what? Now see, next sutra immediately. He says, Bhakti Shastrani Mananiyani Tad Udbodhaka Karmani Karaniyani. Bhakti Shastrani Mananiyani. Those scriptures deal with the theme of devotion. If you have chosen your path of devotion, then study those shastras which deal with bhakti. Mananiyani. See, mananiya means you have to reflect, think, ponder over them, contemplate on them. And tad udbodhaka karmani. And whatever the karma, the sadhanas and all that are given there, karaniyani. This karaniyani can be said kartavyani. Mananiyani, mantavyani. Mantavya. Mananiyani. Other word for Sanskrit grammar. Bhakti Shastrani Mananiyani Tad Buddho Udbodhaka Karmani Karaniyani. Udbodhaka Karmani means sadhanani. So many earlier it was for Lokepi Bhagavad Guna Shravana Kirtanat, but they were pointed out. Puja Dishu Anuragaha, Katha Dishu Anuragaha, Atmarati Avirohete Shandilyaha, Tad Arpita Khila Acharya, Tad Vismane Paramavyakulada, Yathavraja Gopikana, or so many things are there. Now, which Bhakti Shastra I should study? Are Baba, Narada Bhakti Sutra. It is in front of you, it is in your hand. Oh, okay. Of course, the Bhakti Shastras are there. Like, even Shandilya Bhakti Sutra is there. But Narada Bhakti Sutra is much simpler, better, and for all of us. That also is there. Then Madhusun Saraswati has written Bhakti Rasayanam. He has also written. But he has quoted Srimad Bhagavad only more from there. So the best Bhakti Shastra is Srimad Bhagavad. Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Muraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavka. Best Bhakti Shastra is Bhagavatam. How many are there? Whichever we like, Tulsi Ramayana. What to say about Tulsi Ramayana? Bhakti Grantha only. है ना? In Bhakti Shastra is fine. Who is Bhagavan? What is Bhakti? What is Bhakti Lakshana? What is Bhakti Sadhana? What is Vignas, obstacles? How to overcome them? And then who are true devotees, bhakta ekantino mukhyaha. Mainly bhakta, bhakti, bhagwan, this. But then so many other topics are there where all this is expounded properly. Then that is called Bhakti Shastra. Shastra is that which expound a particular theme is totality, exhaustively. So when it comes to bhakti means bhakti, bhakta, bhagwan, bhakti sadhana, bhakti lakshana, and what are the vignas, obstacles in that, and everything that is pointed out. How to overcome and all that. Bhakti Shastra. In the beginning, it was Athato Bhakti Vyakyasyamaha. So here the whole text is completely focused on bhakti. Right? If it was a Vedanta Vishaya, then the Vedanta Vichar will be there. Atha Yoganushashanam, if it is a yoga, then the whole yoga will be expounded there. And don't try to mix up this way, that way, that way. Then what problem will be there? Follow that, follow. Bhakti Shastrani, Mananiyani, Tad Udbodhaka Karmani, Karaniyani. Their instruction, Udbodhaka means instructions that are given, they must be followed. And there are always one is positive, what we have to do, and what is to be avoided, and all that part is given there. That you should do. Okay? Acha. In this Narada Bhakti Sutra, only all so many points are already given there, which are there in Srimad Bhagavatam and all that. Then, now comes a very wonderful sutra. Somebody listen to Naradji or any other Swami, Guru and all that. Yeah, now I understood. Importance of bhakti, glory of bhakti, marga, everything I have understood. I also really want to follow all that. But do you know some call of duties are there? Acha, call of duties. I'll just finish this. I tell it's almost done, you know. I'll finish such and such thing. Thereafter, I am yours. Whether they will say to that Guru, Santa, Mahatma or Bhagavan. Wonderful news. My son or daughter who was not ready to get married and all that and now ultimately got ready now. And now such a happy occasion. Everything is now planned and all that. But ye married ho jane do bas. Great celebration, so many people are coming and all that. Ye ho jayega na? Then to us. Then I will just Bhakti Shastra only. I have to do Bhakti Shastra. Bhakti Sadhana. Bhakti Yoga. I will not look back. Now ye sukh ka ho gaya. Suddenly someone is so serious, you know. God, I have to do, you know. उनको हो जाने दो तो ठीक हो जाने दो. When that person gets well and all that, then person gets well. By the time you get unwell, out. And by the time you get well and all that, the लड़का उसकी शादी हुई थी उसको बच्चा हो रहा है. So then somebody has to go and attend to that and all that. I will tell you one old Amma, not very old, but old. She had 3 sons. She has only also different cities. She truly empty. So she attended one camp also, and I asked her. I said, with the 3 sons, with whom you stay? She laughed, smiled, and she said, in whichever house the child is born, I go there. अरे 3 है तो किसी न किसी का राउंड होता ही रहता है वहां पे. So in whosoever house a baby is born, they immediately party को बुला लिया वहां पे. She has to go there. But she was laughing. She said, that's what happens. अभी ये है, अभी वो है. Actually उसके बाद तो बस nothing else. Narada said, I have heard these arguments, I don't know how many times, countless times and all that. When this will be over, I will do this. Then this will be over, then I will do this. Most powerful sutra is now here. He says, Sukha, Dukkha, Ichha, Labhadi, Tyakte, Kale. Labhadi, Tyakte, Kale. Pratikshamaane. Kshanardhamapi. Vyartham naneyam. He says, Pratikshamaane kale, pratikshamaane, waiting for the most appropriate time, free from hassle, free from excitements and this and that. Conducive time for bhakti, I tell you. Waiting for a conducive time. What is a conducive time? Sukha, dukkha, ichha, labhadi, tyakte. At that time, nothing exciting happening. So sukham is not there. Dukkham, sorrowful thing also is not there. Ichha not. Ichha also not. Labha again. Adi, labha, hani, this, that. What our ichhas are. At one poet said, we got only 4 days. 2 days go only in desiring, and 2 days go for waiting for that thing to happen. And then Bhagwan बुलाते आ जा गया. When are you going to? Waiting for the most conducive, appropriate time, free from all kinds of excitements or agitations, or all worldly problems and all that, nothing there. And then I will start my sadhana. I have taken off my muhurtam also. Naraji says, waiting for such a time, kshanardham api vyartham na neyam. Vyartham na neyam. Even half a moment should not be wasted. Kshanardha, ardha kshana also. Even half a moment also should not be wasted. Do you know why? Simple reason. Because such a time is not going to come. First of all, the very Manushya Janma is a mixture of all Pap Punya results. So one thing or the other will keep on happening there. When the time will be there, nothing, then you will start anything. So such a time will not be there. The famous example, man went in swimming suit and all that for sea bath, waiting. Why? Well, all waves will subside, then I will enter. Go to your tub bath. This samudra snanam is not possible. All waves will subside, then you are going to enter into it. So number one, such a time is not going to come. Number one. Second, how long you will wait? Suppose somebody promises, such and such year, 2025, something will happen. Everything will be just perfect. What is the guarantee you will be there till then? Fatafat, such a thing is not going to happen. The other thing, whether you will be there or not. $1 billion question तो वो है. You will be there. Even if you are there, you are sure you will be very healthy and everything. क्यों को डिमेंशिया नहीं हो जाएगा, इनकैपेसिटेटेड नहीं हो जाएगा, गारंटी? That also is no guarantee. So such a time will not come. Even if it comes, you will be there at that time or not. Even if somebody promises, but what condition you will be in, that also is not known. That is too far. The next breath is not guaranteed. निश्वासे नहीं विश्वासः kada ruddho bhavishyati. You breathe out, and there is no guarantee you will be able to breathe in. That's why they say he breathed his last. Yeah, that's also right. Another thing, if you don't do this now, what you will be doing? Just think. A person is not devoting his or her time for any kind of spiritual sadhana, whether jnana marga, bhakti marga or what that person will be doing? Only worldly thing. Right? And when the death comes, only that worldly thought will be there. And that only will take him to another round of same samsara. Where will you go then? Because anteyamati sa gatir bhavet. Whatever the thought, then again you will go there. Because again this thought will not be there. So if you ask why I should not waste any time and have this only, because whole your life depends on what you think. It's a very serious sutra. As you think, so you become. So if you don't give any thought and you don't give any time to this sadhana, then how will you be doing? And now another question. See, for all these spiritual things, we go on giving these reasons, when this will happen, I will do that. But when all worldly desires are there, do you go on waiting for that? Think of it. No. At that time, we don't think about it. अरे तो कर ही लेते हो, I don't know कल क्या हो, किसने जाना, आज तो खा ही लेता हूँ. Today only I will just eat it. I don't know tomorrow I will be there or not. So about worldly thing, he doesn't waste any moment. जरा खुल जाने दो बाजार, देखो मैं जा रहा हूँ. And he cannot go out. Amazon तो है ही ना. Go on placing order, वो आता रहता है. उसके बारे में जरा भी देर नहीं लगा था. वो क्षणार्धम अपि व्यर्थम न, बिल्कुल नहीं रे. No. Only when it comes to all your आत्मोद्धार, और कल देखेंगे. All right, तुमको वही अच्छा लगता है. But otherwise this sutra is very serious. सुख दुःख इच्छा लाभादित्यक्ते काले प्रतीक्षमाणे क्षणार्धमपि व्यर्थम न नेयम. This now is the best time and here is the best place. Now here just start. That is what the message. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण नारायण Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal 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 Hare. Govinda Hare Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Govinda Hare. Gopal Hare. Govinda Hare Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Govinda Hare Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Gopal Hare Jai Jai Govinda Hare. Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Jai Govinda Hare. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.
The Bhagavad Gita needs masters to interpret from time to time. In the independence movement times, the Gita was interpreted as nothing but doing work. Later certain times, emphasis was on bhakti. Certain other periods of time, the Gita is interpreted with emphasis on jnana or meditation. Thus we have got an entire library of commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita, and that is the beauty of the Bhagavad Gita. Really, that clearly shows that Bhagavad Gita is a scripture. A scriptural textbook is like a mirror. It reflects the reader who is reading it. You bring what you bring in your mind, you can read it in the Bhagavad Gita. Suppose you are atheist, you will say that Bhagavad Gita is talking pure atheism. If you are a revolutionary, read it. Bhagavad Gita is saying, get up and fight. That is what Bhagavad Gita says. That is the only thing you will understand. A karma yogi reads, it is karma. A bhakta reads, 18 chapters is only bhakti. Because it is a scripture, it reflects what you bring into it. You see in it what is there in your mind itself. These commentaries are necessary. Therefore, we have to go into and study the Bhagavad Gita. We must study it as a science of human rehabilitation.